Hi everyone, today we are going to make chicken stew. Chicken stew is quite a favorite dish. It's very delicious and comparatively easy to make, and not many ingredients are required. I have taken half a kg of chicken thigh, boneless, which I have washed well, and cut it into small bits. Make the bits small so that it's easier to cook. Also, we will require 1 tablespoon of ginger, garlic and green chili paste, in which I have taken 2 green chilies, an inch of ginger and 6 cloves of garlic, half a teaspoon of pepper and some salt. Also, we will require 2 bay leaves, a stock cube which it can be veg or chicken, an inch of cinnamon, 3 cardamoms, 5 cloves, half a teaspoon of whole peppercorns, and of course half a teaspoon of freshly ground pepper, which we will sprinkle at the end, which will give a very good flavor to our stew. Also, we will require 2 tablespoons of butter, half a cup of milk, 1 tomato which is finely chopped, some oil, salt, and in the vegetables I have taken 1 cup of potatoes which I have cubed, 3/4 cups of carrots which have also been cubed, and half a cup of fresh green peas, 1 cup of elbow pasta or macaroni, and 1 onion which has been finely chopped. In addition to this, we require a teaspoon of cornflour. Now, let's marinate the chicken first. To the boneless pieces, we will add in the ginger, garlic and green chili paste, and also the pepper and the salt. I have taken around half a teaspoon of salt. Now, we will massage our chicken well and mix it well with all the spices. Once our chicken has been mixed well, we will cover it and keep it aside for about 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's prepare the pasta. So I had kept a pan to boil in which I had added salt to the water, and the water has boiled really well, and we will add in the elbow pasta and we will give it a good stir. Cover the pan and allow it to cook to about 80%. In the meantime, in a pan, I am going to take 2 tablespoons of oil. To the oil, we will now add our marinated chicken which we had left aside for 15 to 20 minutes. Now, let's saute everything on a high flame till the chicken turns nice and slightly golden. We don't have to cook it completely, we just have to saute it till the color changes. At this stage, I must apologize. I'm adding the butter a little late. I should have added it in the beginning, but I forgot. So I'm adding 1 tablespoon now, and we will continue sauteing. The aroma is so fantastic. And now the chicken has changed its color and turned slightly golden, and we'll empty it in a plate and keep the plate aside. Now let's get back to our pasta and check whether it's cooked almost 80%. There, wonderful. Our pasta has now cooked to 80%, and we will now drain the water. Be careful, it's hot. There, now keep the pasta aside to cool. In the same pan, I am going to add a tablespoon of butter and just a little oil to prevent the butter from burning. Just swirl the butter around in the pan till it melts nicely. And once the butter has melted, we will add in our bay leaves and all the whole spices which we had mentioned earlier. The cinnamon, cloves, cardamom and the peppercorns. Just saute everything for a minute or two and add in the onions. The onions have to be sauteed till they are translucent, and then we will add in the tomato and saute it well with the onions. We have to soften the tomatoes, and so to help it soften faster, we will cover the pan. In about 2 to 3 minutes, check the tomatoes which have softened very nicely, and at this stage we will add in our chicken which we had sauteed earlier. Give everything a good stir, and now add in all the lovely vegetables. They are so colorful. Now add in very little salt because we'll be crumbling the stock cube at this stage, and the stock cube is very salty. So be careful with the salt. Now mix everything well, saute it really nicely, mix the chicken with the vegetables, and we will now add in about 3/4 cup of water. Once you have added the water, again give everything a good mix, and now cover the pan and allow the stew to cook. Whilst the stew is cooking, we will now prepare the cornflour slurry. So add a little water to the 1 teaspoon of cornflour and give everything a good stir. Our slurry is now ready. Let's get back to the stew. Wow, just look at that. Let's check the potatoes. Wonderful, they are done. And let's check the carrots as well. Wonderful, that's done too. Our stew is now ready, and we will now add in the 1/2 cup of milk. The milk is being added because it gives a nice creamy texture to our stew. So mix everything well, just cover the pan just for a minute, that's it, not much. And then lift the lid, and once you have lifted the lid, it's now time to add in the cornflour slurry. So add in the cornflour slurry and give everything a good mix. Allow the slurry to mix well and then add in your macaroni. Wow, this stew is really delicious. I'm sure you all will enjoy making this stew, and of course do share the recipe with your family and friends. Now cover the stew just for again just a minute, that's it, not more. And our stew is now ready. Chicken stew for lunch today, yummy. Sprinkle some pepper, as much or as little as you desire. I like pepper in my stew, so I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more. Give everything a good mix. Our stew is now ready to serve. The texture is just perfect. It shouldn't be too dry. Remove the bay leaves and the whole spices. If you see them around, just remove them. That's it. Now serve the stew piping hot. Just look at that. Look at the stew. It's so healthy with chicken and all the nice yummy vegetables. So don't forget to press the subscribe button on the screen, and of course share the recipe with your family and friends. I hope you all have enjoyed watching this video as I have enjoyed making this video for you. And press the subscribe button please on the screen. Thank you for watching.